Hey everybody, Tommy G here, and well, we were in the Bay Area. Decided to do the Silicon Valley tour in the Cessna 172. So the premise is that friend Barb comes up, brings her 172 to watch the Sharks, the playoffs versus the the Ramblers, and we got beat, but we had a nice time flying around. So we take off from San Jose here, their airport. You hook out left and end up doing like a left track, you know, around here. We kind of come out here, go past the Apple headquarters, come back on here, and just land in. It's a quick little flight. Branches out slightly over Palo Alto, slightly comes back around. Not much to do, but just see San Jose. San Jose. Hope you like it. Thanks.
Hey everybody, Tommy G here, and in the plane, Cessna 172 519er11 at the runway at San Jose. Thought we would take a little flight here with my friend Barb. Made the trip up to see the first game against the Sharks. Thanks for coming, Barb. Too bad the outcome wasn't as good. We lost that first game. All right, we're going to set the autopilot here for 2,000 feet. We're going to do a nice low cruise, take a look around Silicon Valley before we leave town. That's in, we're setting the runway heading bug as well to runway heading, and Barb's going to press the clock there, go from UTC down to local time 12:50, almost 1 p.m. She's checking the flight controls for your clear. We've got clearance for takeoff. Barb, ready to go ahead? She's ready to go ahead. All right, so she's going to give it some fuel here in a moment, and we're going to speed up down the runway and take on off out of here. Let go of the brakes. Here we go on takeoff. And I'm watching the airspeed. I see the needle moving, so I say airspeed's alive. Now I'm looking for 55 knots. There it is. Go ahead and rotate, Barb. Just pull the nose up and off we go. We're on the outbound, and we are going to try and climb at our best rate. So I'm going to set this for about 900 feet per minute. Here you can see, or no, 700. All right, you can see it on the artificial horizon, on the vertical speed indicator, and all the dials, right, Barb? The compass and the airspeed. There's the San Jose Mineta International Airport. Is where you fly into if you fly into San Jose. There's the commercial airliners there, the terminal. We're gonna fly out, do a left pattern, come back around, and land, and just take a look around what's around here in San Jose, California. So there, looking out the right window, there's a lot of really famous buildings here, companies that are located here. That off the window, yeah, that highway there, that interchange, that's Highway 101. You take that from LA all the way on up here. That's what we take out over, and now we're starting to bank to the left a little bit. As we bank left, you can see airport lights off in the distance. That's Moffett Field, and it's the bottom of the San Francisco Bay area. So as we climb out towards 2,000, head west. Oops, wrong window there. I'm going to go external once I get back in my seat. Going to go external, and here we are off the left wing, flying over Silicon Valley, San Jose, California, at the bottom of the San Francisco Bay Basin. Meta is located out at the bottom of that Moffett Field in front of our nose. So that's what makes this the VR headset I'm wearing. Pretty soon we're going to make our left turn. You can see we got the alert now. We're at 1,500 feet. We're nearing our cruise altitude of 2,000. We're at 90 knots right now. It's a good climb speed. Right there you can see. Climbing 700 foot per minute. Yeah, a good climb out here. The aircraft off in the distance up above us, airliner flying out, and this is the Bay Area. We are now at 1,800, closing in at 2,000. Once we level at 2,000, we'll pick up some airspeed, and we'll throttle back a little bit on our thing, right, Barb? Our RPMs. So here we are leveling off at 2,000. We're going to turn the heading bug and make our turn to the south on our downwind leg. And here we go. We're going to fly heading, about heading 13. Just or 125. And now we're picking up airspeed as we close in at about 110 knots. We're making a coordinated turn. You can see by the artificial horizon there and the turn bank indicator. Nice coordinated turn. And we're going to head south into the valley here. You can look off the right wing. Oh yeah, you look off the, there's my air. That's where I get my air from. Off the right wing there, that's a very famous building. That's Apple Park right there. So if you have an iPhone, that's Apple's global headquarters, Palo Alto, California. So it's a big place. Looks like a particle accelerator, right? Huge campus. And right out the campus here, there's like a very clustered, very dense neighborhood area. But the employees probably don't live there. They probably live in the higher end homes out that way. Not right here. Although you don't know, maybe some people work there. Security guards. This is Highway 280 that goes from San Francisco down from the northwest out to the southeast and outside the basin past San Jose. Excuse me, Barb, I'm going to point in front of you. There's downtown San Jose, California, right there. And the way I figure, let's see here now, we're at 2,000 feet. Very good. We're on right heading. 110 knots. Excuse my hand there. Flat level. 110 knots. Look good. Everything's in the green. Yeah, as I figure, when I look off, this is the whole San Jose Basin off there, and that way, that's where I figure Bengado will be, the home of the San Jose Sawteeth out in that area. It's in the pass between like Monte Sereno and Los Gatos. So Los Gatos and Monte Sereno out that way, and as I would estimate, these are all Shark fans that go to Bengado to watch the Sharks beat us in their last game. Not good. We were hoping to go back and win game 2. So, let's see here. From the right seat, I could fly if she needed to. She'd have to enter her controls, but Barb's got it taken care of. Look at her. She's got laser focus. She's focused straight at. It's like she's not even listening. I'm looking around out here. It's doing the sightseeing, and it's quite a basin. I generally tend to look at that compass for me in the passenger seat, so I don't have to look across Barb at that one. But you know, I'll look at that for about headings, but generally, you know, for autopilot headings. But up there, that's if I want a quick look. That for me, those are close to that. And all of these, I got the the vertical speed indicator, the altimeter, the RPMs down there. Everything looks good. I can check all this out, and that's right glance for my headings. I also do the avionics. I would set up the avionics for comms and navs and stuff like that. So I would have that job to sort of help her out flying. But I could grab the controls if she needed to and fly the aircraft. But Barb has it. I think she's got it well covered. Right, Barb, look at her. Yeah, like I said, that laser focus. Good job flying. Look, even when I tap her on the shoulder, she is straight ahead, eagle-eyed. She knows what she's doing. She's on the downwind, and she is tuned in. That's a good pilot right there. So we'll take a look, one more look off the right wing here at Sawteeth country. A lot of Sawteeth fans live down there. But San Jose's a good team. Bye, San Jose. That's where they do their shopping. All right, we're making our left turn now, it seems, towards the base leg. So we're on the base leg of this sort of a extended pattern. It's kind of a large pattern. We're going to go base and come around this way. And once we do, then we will turn final. As we head west, the final is going to come back here, and that's what it looks like on a left race course track. We're going to pass on over San Jose, California that way. There we point out, I missed Highway 80. Okay, we're about 100 knots now. We're going to slow down to try and get inside the tape there, so we can put our flaps down. Yeah, I forgot to point out Highway 87, which went to the south out of town. Oh no, showing it went out of town. Highway 87 goes to the south out of town. All right, we're leveling off at 1,200 feet. We're coming down to 500 foot per minute. I'm sorry, I was just thinking that while I'm pointing at these things, I'm thinking about what I missed. But we're going to come in, do the final over the city, And once we get in there, we're going to be looking at the lights near the airport there. And what you're hoping to see is 2 lights on the left and then 2 lights on the right. And when you see red and white even, Barb's doing a good job, that's going to put us on a nice glide slope, straight level coming in. So now I'm watching again for that to hit that tape section just above about 85 knots. When it does, I'm going to push this down. So here we come. Once we get in there, I'm going to go ahead and push this right about now. There we go. 10 degrees of flaps. I can look out, confirm the flaps are down. Look out in the neighborhood. Look at how densely packed these homes are. You live out there, you're close to your neighbors. Not a bad place to live though. And there's the I don't know what building that is. That's an interesting looking building. And just past the parking lot, you got a couple fuel tanks that are, generally hold fuel for the airliners. All right, now we're at 1,200 feet, and Barb's going to turn us toward the airport for final, about 75 knots. So we want to speed up just a little bit. We're going to come in over the city. We actually want to be in a straighter line out that way a little further. We're going to come at a slight angle, which isn't bad. We're sort of meeting up with the localizer. Now we're at 85 or 75. We want to get up a little faster so you can see she's giving it some gas. Plus you saw the trim wheel moving there to get us up to 80. I'm dialed in, and we're going to be. There we go. All right, so turn the autopilot off now. Now she's going to hand fly us in. She's going to bring us a little further to the right, so we're more on line. So I'm going to keep an eye on things for her. But you can see the poppy up in the distance there. Off to the left, there's, by the way, we're going to go there when we park. There's an In-N-Out Burger off that way. We're going to come in. There's these high voltage power lines just short of the runway. So we need to come in over those. Make sure we're on a good approach path. We're coming down now a little bit. We want to level off again and give us some more speed, because we're a little ahead of this. We got to make it out over the city. There's downtown San Jose. We're coming right in, sort of near it, northeast of the exchange. Yeah, I think that's Highway 880. I'm not sure. But up ahead here, down in the city, you've got the San Jose Civic Center down there. Somewhere down there too, you've got the SAP Center where the San Jose Sharks play. We're going to come in over those high voltage power lines, park off on the left side there as we come over this Guadalupe Gardens, just past those power lines. And yeah, I think we passed over Highway 80. Okay, we're just about 80 knots, so that's looking good right there. Again, we want to come over these power lines. There's like a rail there, so the line's busy. With Guadalupe Gardens right there. We'll come over nicely. We're a little bit high, so we got to come down just a bit to level it off. She's letting back on the throttle to keep us about 80 knots on the approach. Coming in good. Trying to give a thumbs up there to sort of, she's doing a good job, Barb. And yeah, you can look out here and you can see there's those high voltage power lines. So you got to be accurate when coming in on this final approach here. Over Guadalupe Gardens, and we're going to take that taxiway and go to the left. Again, general aviation on the left side of the airport. On the right, checking the speed there, 80 knots, looking good. And yeah, we should start to slow down a bit. You see red and white there. We're on a good approach path. As we come over the industrial area here, that right runway again, that's where the airliners generally tend to go. We're going to be on the left over by general aviation over here. Park it off sort of in that area right there. Alright, we're on short final now. We want to touch down. We're going to come over the threshold there. Now we're at 65. Good job, Barb. 65 knots on final. We got to come up a little bit though, because we're a little bit low. Look at all the red there. So we're just going to pull back, give it a little bit more fuel, so we can drop down on the touchdown zone. There's a white, so now we're starting to get more lined up. We're a little flat, but generally speaking, a good line. And there's the touchdown marks right there where we're going to land it. I want to drop down right on that. All right, now we're good. We're lined up. All right, now we got 4 whites, so you can go ahead and cut the fuel, drop it down. And okay, we floated a little bit past it. She's going to flare out here. Main gear down. Drop the nose. Nice landing, Barb. Nice landing. All right, we gotta get a little bit left. We want to stay on that center line the best we can. And then we're gonna taxi off to the left. I'm gonna reach, yeah, up there. I'm gonna reach down and flip the. I retracted the flaps, and we're gonna come off here. We're going a little fast still, a little fast. And okay, we gotta come to stop. We'll hold on because it's a bit quick. It's a bit quick. All right, there we go. All right, so now I'm gonna call ground control. Shot the tower. I'm gonna send that over. Talk to those guys. They're gonna get us in. We're gonna taxi. So give us our taxi instructions. We say okay, and away we go. And I can't recall what the taxiways are here, but as a co-pilot, I'm gonna be looking around when we're crossing taxiways to help Barb make sure we don't hit anything. Off there toward the right, that's sort of a freight area, but we're gonna be turning right here. So I should have looked off to the right, but I saw nothing was there generally, so I think we're good. And now we're heading south on the taxiway. Off in the background there, you can see San Jose, California. I'm gonna go external for a second here. Take a look at the wing cam one more time. There it is. You can see the tower in the background. Now the ground control is in that tower looking out those top windows. The tower control is up there too. They're mostly looking at radar, so the ground control is looking out the windows and directing traffic on the ground as they see it. Here we're making our right turn here toward the general aviation area. You can see a lot of like these larger corporate jets and stuff. That's not us. I'm looking to the right, make sure there's no traffic. We're going left. And now you can start to see some turboprops off in the background, more the general aviation stuff. King Air, there's a plane coming in on final out there. So we're going to turn right here. And now in the background you can start to see like, you know, general aviation prop aircraft. There's a Cessna 172 back there. We're going to park back in that area. And we're going to end up going, we're going left here. We're going to end up going into this building after we park it. So making our left turn here. This line is pretty close to this building though. So if I look out my window, we don't have a whole lot of clearance to wing there. We'll go straight ahead. There's take one last look at downtown San Jose, California as we're here. Ooh, we bumped something a little bit. There's a King Air down there at the end, and we're going to turn left right in front of this other Cessna 172. Park it and call it quits. So thanks for taking the little tour with us, folks. Hope you liked it. Until next time, this is Tommy G. See you soon.